thinkings about the future. I'm extremely excited and honored. I'm not a politician, I'm not a scientist, I'm a business people. I would be very happy to share some of the thought that we as an entrepreneur, what we learn from our lives, what the attitude we should face for the future. And I think as entrepreneur, we know very clearly that if we lose the leadership, if we lose our vision, our company will go nowhere. When my company is very tiny, every day we're looking for opportunities to make our company big. Now today my company is big. Every day I worry about what are the risks, what are the things that are going to stop us, that's going to be the cancer of the company. And when we figure out the problems, we have to think about one thing, how we can change these problems, become opportunities. In this world, most of the people, by seeing is believing, but only those great leaders, when they believe the future, then they see the real stuffs. So I think today people worry a lot, but I think we are much underestimate the huge technology revolution that it was going to bring to the world, the impact. We are entering the world that is full of opportunities and full of challenges. And this kind of era in the human lives, we have seen very few of them. I think in the past 300 years, we only see 3 times. And I think the problem of today is so big and too big, not even one government or any business can solve. So we have to work in together. If we do not work in together, I think the world is going to be more tough, much more frustration. The world is moving from IT to DT. A lot of people don't know what is DT, and it's just like a lot of people don't know what is IT. The IT, information technology, is shifting to the data technology. This is not about the technology upgrading, it's about the philosophy, it's about the way we're doing things. The world used to focus on 80%. They just focus on 20%. As I say, a lot of financial institutions, they focus on supporting 20% of the big companies and by making 80% of the profit. But the world should be 80-20 in the future. We should focus on the 80% of small business, 80% of the young people, 80% of developing countries. And the world is looking for a more inclusive, sustainable, and happy and healthy environment. I think the world not only needs G20, B20, we need G200 and B200. And I think our kids also changed. The kids, they do not want to get informed, they want to be involved. In the past 200 years, we human beings always want to using the knowledge to predict the future. But today, we are entering into a new world. Nobody is the expert of future. And we have so limited knowledge about the digital time. So I think we are entering a world that everybody start to worry. And today, those people say, I believe the future, they're considered as crazy guys. And also, I would like to say that people worry about the big data, artificial intelligence, and computing, and cloud computing, all these things. I think these worries are very normal. And when 200 years ago, the steam machine comes, people start to worry about that. They think the steam machine is going to take a lot of jobs. 100 years ago, when electricity comes, people worry about electricity is going to take a lot of jobs. But I believe human beings have solutions. If we don't have the solutions, our kids will have the solutions. In the past 10 years, just like our company, 5 years ago, we noticed that a big debate in our company. We think the online shopping, the e-commerce was shifting from PC to mobile phone. Nobody believed because most of the people say, hey, Jack, how can you shopping on a mobile phone? The screen is so tiny. But we proved today 87% of the shops on our site are from the mobile phones, not because the screen is too short, because our eyes is too short. We are getting old. Young people never get old. And we get used to waiting for government to find the solutions, but actually the solutions are everywhere. The wisdom of human beings are everywhere. And I think human beings should have confidence in ourselves, and the new technology will destroy a lot of jobs, but also will create a lot of jobs. So when we start to lose vision, when we start to lose imagination, we start to worry. And I think because we lose the vision for future, because we don't have the imagination, we start to worry too much about the future. Today we see the steam machines bring a lot of jobs for the world, and electricity also bring a lot of jobs for the world. The DT, the data technology, is going to bring a lot of jobs for the world. The question is whether we are ready and whether we are qualified for these new jobs. And by the way, a lot of people talking about manufacturing. I think manufacturing will never bring a lot of jobs. In the last 200 years, manufacturing brings jobs. But today, because of the artificial intelligence, because of the robots, manufacturing is no longer being the main engine of creating jobs. Service industry is going to be the main driver for job creations. So talking about manufacturing, we should not talking about made in China, made in America. It's going to be made in internet. Most of the small business is going to be powerful. Most of the small business is going to be global. So in the past 30 years, 6% of the business in the world, big companies, they benefit from globalization. In the next 30 years, I believe, and we believe from the data shows that all the small business will, at least 60% of the small business will be global, will benefit from globalization. Globalization is nothing wrong. We need to improve globalization. We need to making sure globalization is inclusive. And people worry about the machine is going to control human beings. I think people should have confidence. Human beings should have the self-confidence. Human beings have the wisdom. Machine does not have the wisdom. We should never, I think we should not think about artificial intelligence. We should talk about machine intelligence. I find a lot of scientists start to think about the machine, think like a human brains. Human only know less than 10% of human brains. If we want to make the machines think like a man, we'll be in big troubles. So the other thing is that I don't like a lot of scientists and engineers talking about is the business leader, scare people away about the technology. I'm a non-technology guy. The only thing I know about a computer is send and receive email and browse. I don't know what is coding, but we can lead the technology. And the thing is that in the past 30 years, we make people like a machine. Next 30 years, we will make machine like a people. But the difference is that machine should be machine-like, people should be people-like. And talking about the machine is going to be bigger, is being smarter or powerful than human beings. This happens in the past 300 years. Machine always run faster, stronger than human beings. When computer is designed, we have to be sure that machine is going to be smarter than human being. They remember because they never forget. They never get tired, they never sleep, never drinks. So this is the technology, unstoppable. And we should know that the machine does not have a heart. Machine does not have soul, and machine does not have a belief. Human beings have the souls, have the belief, have the value. We are creative. We are surely that we can control the machines. So the technology is unstoppable. We don't have the answer for the future, but there is answer for the future. That is why we should stop finger pointing each other. By working together, solve the problem. So what is the solution for those challenges? I think we should change ourselves, embrace the future. Those people worry about tomorrow are those people who are successful and those people who are above 50 years old. It is so difficult. The most difficult thing in this world is to change a successful people. And the other thing is our young people never worry. Those people who are over 50 years old, they worry a lot. Young people never worry for the future. They worry about us. They worry about us that make the wrong policies, wrong decision, wrong judgment for the futures. So the best way to using the technology is using technology to solve the problems instead of stopping the technology. And I think our generation, we're lucky we're above 50 years old, so next 20 years, there's no big problem for us. But we should not make problems for our kids. And for the kids' issues, we have to pay special attention to the education system. This is everywhere I go to the different countries talking to the statesmen, government officers. Pay attention to the education system. The way we teach, the things we teach today is is going to be making our kids losing jobs the next 30 years. Because all the things we learn about remember knowledge, calculation, all these stuffs, machine can do better. We have to teach the kids that machine cannot do better like human beings. So this is what worried me for the President Macron talk about we should retrain our people. That's supporting the people like us today, 30, 40 years old. But what about our kids? So we have to rearrange the education. Because of artificial intelligence, because of machine learning, because of computing, we have to change the education system, knowledge and know-how. And we have to teach our kids to be very, very innovative, very creative. In this way, we can create jobs for our kids. By the way, I think if you want, in this world, IQ, EQ, and LQ. If you want to be successful, you should have IQ. But you should have an EQ. If you don't want to lose quickly, you should have the EQ or IQ. But if you want to be respected, if you want to survive, keep on successful, you should have the LQ. What is LQ? The Q of love, which machine never have that. So, finally, by closing that, I think we are optimistic as a business people. I'm optimistic, positive for the future, for the technology. But we also have to be very, very careful that the first technology revolution caused World War I. Second technology revolution caused World War II. Now we are the third technology revolution. The World War III should be against poverty, disease, and environment pollutions. Otherwise, human beings will have problems. This is what I want to share with you. Thank you very much.